Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's review is going to be on 47 Meters Down, Uncaged. I have to admit, I had a lot of fun in this movie. It's not a good movie, but that doesn't mean you can't have a good time, just some good popcorn eating, laughing out loud at moments that are supposed to be serious. But the acting in this movie is horrendous, but it doesn't really need to be. It's kind of like Godzilla King of the Monsters, all of the monster stuff, monsters fighting monsters, all of that stuff was awesome. But when it came to the human element, it was just terrible. And in this movie, the scares and the tension from the sharks, I thought was amazing. And there are some bad CGI moments. I will have to, be honest with you and tell you there are some bad CGI moments, but there are also some actual pretty good practical moments that really made me jump out of my seat. This movie has no logic whatsoever, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I knew what I was in for, the first 10, 15 minutes is really just build up of the characters getting together and they're supposed to go on this great white, diving with the sharks adventure, but they kind of skew off their own way and go to this ancient ruins cave site to where they go down and explore on their own. And, it was getting to it. It was getting to it. And I thought it was fine, but the acting was terrible. But I really wasn't here for the acting. I was really here for the monster of the film, which is the sharks. So they get down underwater and everything, and they see this fish that's floating there. And they really, this is the exposition moment where they go, oh, this is a fish that's just lived down here, all its life. And that's why it has undeveloped eyes and it really can't see us, and they were, trying to get it to come to them like, here, fishy, fishy. And this is no lie. The fish comes right at the camera, just like this, just like I'm showing you just now, and literally goes, ah! It screams at them. It screams at you, the audience. And I busted out laughing. So I knew exactly what I was in for with this movie once that happened. It wasn't serious anymore. This movie was going to be kind of stupid, and it kind of was. But at least there weren't any sharks screaming or anything like that. But I knew logic was going out the door once that fish started screaming. It's funny that when they're in their, aqua gear, their scuba gear, and they're talking to each other through their face mask, when they turn their head, you see their ears. So how do they hear each other? They didn't. It's not like they said, "Here, put these earpieces in," and we'll be able to talk to each other. No, they just expect you to think that they can hear them and not to notice that the ears are outside their mask. I thought that was hilarious. It wasn't really taking itself that serious. So I started to have a good time with it, not minding the bad acting and the bad editing and the bad CGI. Was I going to be scared about sharks? And I was. So I have to give it props for at least scaring me the way I wanted to be scared in a shark movie. So that was awesome. There are really some good tense moments that had me on the edge of my my edge of my seat. But the best of this part of this movie is really the end of the movie. It really amped it up at the end because you think, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go ahead and just spoil it for you. Not spoil too much for you, but tell you what happens a little bit at the end. They make it out of the caves and they come swimming up, and they're swimming up into the great white shark adventure that they were supposed to go on the first time. And there are great whites around them everywhere. And it really amped up even more at the end. So it wasn't like, oh, they come out of the water and it's great. Oh, we're here safety. We're going to rescue you. Nah, it became almost a whole nother movie at the end. The last 10 minutes of this movie is almost like a whole nother movie. So I really loved that aspect of this film. But I tell you what, save your money. Don't go to the theater. Wait to watch it at home for a good B movie. It's a great movie because it's so bad, that you can have fun with. It's only an hour and a half long, so that was cool. I like them when they're quick, and most horror movies are short. But anyway, that's my views on it. But what'd you think? Have you seen 47 Meters Down, Uncaged? And by the way, This has no link to the first movie at all. It's just called 47 Meters Down because it's a shark movie. The first 47 Meters Down I love, and I thought that movie was awesome. It wasn't jokey and, kind of cheesy like this movie was, but I still had a good time. So I thought that it was worth it for me because that's what I wanted. I wanted to get scared by sharks. So that's what I got. So I walked out happy. But anyway, not an Oscar contender. But have you seen 47 Meters Down? Do you plan on seeing it? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!